It is now the first Sunday in December 2022, and I pray that this will resonate with you, and I pray that we can find laughter through all the tears and be able to overcome all our fears. And right now I won't give God glory by sharing my story, because I really feel that I don't want this to fall on deaf ears, and I pray that this will stimulate a very productive next 10 or 20 years. Is going to be able to focus on the fact that right now in the world there's more women than there are men, and that's a great place to be, because I feel like women are more righteous than men, and as a result I really do feel like it's imperative to attempt to work on our weaknesses, and I'm not exempt from this, even though I feel like I've been doing it for a long time, because it is easy to get temptation in the way in terms of trying to prove to other people that perhaps you're trying to get better, but in reality I think it's imperative to focus on pleasing yourself and trying to please God, and being able to turn to God when things go wrong, because that's where the songs are written. And as a result, I'm going to go ahead and share this little poem I wrote. Because I'm a dreamer, I think reality is overrated. The future looks amazing, and politics should be a crime. Unreality shows like The Apprentice are not healthy to watch, because people that do charity work should not get fired. I prefer to go to a church supper or Halloween party to watch children run around filled with the Holy Spirit acting wide. I embrace having a spirit of poverty because it helps me focus on loving God, planet Earth, and things that matter most. I look forward to opening multiple Irish Eddie Murphy live comedy clubs to make ladies laugh and become a phenomenal host. I prefer having wisdom in my mind, passion in my heart, and spirit in my soul over having billions in the bank. Murphy's Law has always been a big part of my education in life, and for that I believe, and I'm grateful that I have God to thank. Education's the only true answer to poverty, and I am glad that I have emptied the coins in my pocket into my mind. I have faith that prosperity and abundance are on the way, because I am better than 1 in a billion, because I'm one of a kind, and so are you. I have faith that prosperity and abundance are on the way, and right now I'd rather be bruised and battered than to have my dreams shattered by police that threaten to end my life. Being homeless in California was very enlightening, to say the least, while trying to break into the movie industry and looking for a wife. Even though I struck out many times and spent many months in LA County Jail because I was poor, I learned a great deal. I'm very grateful for the lessons I learned when I was deaf, dumb, and blind, looking for a place to sleep and eat a decent meal. Being alone with God may not appeal to every homeless bum on the planet, but I have no regrets. I thank God for all my blessings with every sun that rises and every sun that sets. Some people say that a picture's worth 1,000 words, but I think that when people say that talk is cheap, it depends on who's doing the writing and talking. I have a face for radio and love to meet new people while I'm traveling, with a preference for singing while I'm walking. Readers are leaders and writers are fighters are both great proverbs to know about, including not all readers are leaders, but all the leaders are readers. So when I fight for a great cause rather than work for good company, it gives me reason to shout. Wars have been historically started by old men, resulting in the needless deaths of both young and men and women alike. During the upcoming holidays, it would be nice if all killing could cease and I could be allowed to speak at an open mic. I love to tell jokes and stories about life that make my head feel like it tingles and my heart go pitter-patter. When you break down what people argue and fight about, being angry and mad doesn't help the problem and doesn't really matter. I love to look for the seed of wisdom, benefit, and humor in every adversity that comes my way in life on any given day. The more you learn, love, and laugh in life will help you realize that if you have the will to win, you can always find a way. Addictions may hold us down, but if we keep our eyes on the prize and on being victors, not victims, we will always prevail. Persistence, pleasant persistence, overcomes ridiculous resistance, while positive, persistent prayer combined with great effort and attitude are never known to fail. Please support IrishEddieMurphy.live for the President of the United Countries of America, because I think we really need to be able to unite with all of our allies on this continent as well as all over the world, because right now, wise, witty, wonderful women writers will win during the awesome, amazing, angelic, adventurous, ambitious Aquarian abundance age. And, I think laughter is the best medication and humor is the best therapy. And right now I pray that if you can help me out with $1 or $2, 2 will help me stay true, 5 will help me thrive, 10 will help me begin again, 20 be plenty, 50 be thrifty and nifty, and $100 Benjamin will help me grin so maybe I can get some teeth and then create a smile, because I think the greatest gift a woman can give a man is a smile, because that's better than a whole lot of coffee. I'll tell you what, in terms of putting pep in my step and pride in my stride, making every day a holiday, because it really does take me to heaven straight out of hell when I'm hanging my head and I'm able to look up and see a woman smile, because I don't think women are aware of the fact that they're the reason for the season every season. And I really do feel like I've been living without any women in my life, and that's the only reason I really have to maybe go back to work, because right now I'm not lazy, I'm not crazy, I'm just uninspired. But inspire means breathe life into. So if any lovely, lively, luscious, lovable, lickable ladies are listening in right now, I want you to know that you are awesome, amazing, and I really do love you, and I realize that I ain't gonna appeal to every lady, but I mean, a lot of ladies don't like me because I got a parents deficit disorder, and I don't have a job, and I don't have a boat, and I don't really have much, but I do have the day off. So if you want to get off with me and go fishing and maybe be able to share a few jokes with some folks that are going to be able to get off with us too, because I currently live in an area where we really don't work much during the winter, because it gets a little cold out. So if we're going to go ice fishing, you got to get off. You can't just be going to work all the time. So I think it's important to recognize that La Petite Mark grins are better than Super Bowl wins, in my opinion. That's why more women in Europe are wondering what the hell this game's all about, because it looks like some guy's bent over and he shits out a ball, and then the next thing you know, they got all these commercials making millions of dollars, and it's all about watching somebody else exercise when you could be with the woman you love, sensuality and sexercise, and making everybody feel like a prize.